Gate 23 Farewell, Chapter 1. The message that broke the silence Aarav had not heard from Rhea in 47 days. 47 days of silence. 47 days of replaying every fight, every mistake, every moment he wished he could. Rewrite. Then, at 6:12 p.m., his phone buzzed. A message from her. Aarav, I'm leaving tonight. Gate 23. If you want to see me one last time, come. He read it once, twice, 10 times, his hands shook. Rhea never sent messages like this. Not after the breakup. Not after the night she walked out of his apartment with tears in her eyes. He didn't know if this was a goodbye or a final chance. But he knew one thing. He couldn't ignore it. Chapter to the race against Timmy, Aarav grabbed his keys and ran out of his apartment. Traffic was brutal. The city felt like it was moving slower on purpose. Every red light felt like a punishment. Every minute felt like a reminder of how late he had been in their relationship. He whispered to himself, please, don't let me be late again. He reached the airport at 7:03 p.m. Her flight was at 8:10. He had 1 hour. 1 hour to fix what he had broken. Chapter 3, the airport that felt like a battlefield of such strange places. People cry. People laugh. People leave. People return. Aarav had never been inside one before. But today, it felt like a battlefield. And he was fighting for the only person he ever loved. He rushed through security, heart pounding, breath uneven. Every announcement echoed like a countdown. Final boarding. For flight 6B, gate 12 now closing. He ran. Gate 23 felt miles away. Chapter 4, the girl by the window found her. Standing near the giant glass window, watching planes take off, her hair tied loosely. Her suitcase beside her. Her eyes distant. She looked like someone who had already said goodbye. He walked toward her. Slowly, Rhea. She turned. Her eyes widened for a moment. Surprise, relief, pain, all mixed together. You came. She whispered. Chapter 5, the weight of unspoken words. They sat on the bench near gate 23. Silence stretched between them, the kind of silence that holds years of love and months of hurt. Rhea finally spoke. You didn't call. You didn't text. You just disappeared. Aarav swallowed. I didn't know what to say. She looked at him sharply. You never know what to say, Aarav. That's the problem. He lowered his eyes. She wasn't wrong. Chapter 6, Flashback. The night everything fell apart. Rhea remembered the night she left. Aarav had shut down again, closed himself off, pushed her away. She had begged him to talk. To open up. To let her in. But he didn't. He couldn't. And she walked out, whispering, I can't love someone who won't let me love them. Tonight, those words echoed louder than ever. Chapter 7, the boarding announcement speakers crackled. Passengers for flight 7A to London. Boarding begins in 15 minutes at gate 23. Rhea's fingers tightened around her passport. Aarav's heart dropped. Rhea, don't go. She shook her head. I have to. I can't keep waiting for you to choose me. He reached for her hand. I'm choosing you now. She pulled away. Now is too late. Chapter 8, the stranger who changed everything. A woman sitting nearby had been watching them. She leaned toward Rhea and said softly, don't leave angry. You'll regret it. Rhea blinked. The woman smiled sadly. I left someone once at an airport. I thought I was doing the right thing. I wasn't. Rhea whispered, did you ever see him again? The woman shook her head. No, and I think about him every day. Rhea's eyes filled. Aarav looked at the woman with gratitude. He couldn't express. Chapter 9, the truth he never said. Dara stood up. Rhea, I love you. She froze. He continued, voice trembling. I loved you the day I met you. I loved you when I pushed you away. I loved you when you cried because of me. I loved you even when I didn't know how to show it. Her tears fell silently. Aarav, he stepped closer. I'm not asking you to stay for me. I'm asking you to stay for us. Chapter 10, Flashback. The first time they met, Rhea remembered the bookstore. The rain. The way he looked at her like she was a story he wanted to read slowly. She remembered their first coffee. Their first fight. Their first kiss. She remembered everything. And that was the problem. She loved him too much. Chapter 11. The tear on the ticket. Rhea looked down at her boarding pass. A tear fell on it. She whispered, I wanted to hear those words for so long. Aarav waited, hope and fear battling inside him. Rhea took a deep breath. But love isn't enough if we keep breaking each other. Chapter 12. The last hug stood up, walked to him, and hugged him. A long, desperate, trembling hug. A hug that held every memory they ever made. A hug that said goodbye. Aarav held her like he was holding the last piece of his heart. Rhea, please, she whispered. I will always love you, but I need to find myself too. Chapter 1-3. The final look back. The boarding gate opened. Passengers lined up. Rhea picked up her suitcase, walked toward the gate. Aarav watched her, helpless. Just before she entered the tunnel, she turned back. Their eyes met. She mouthed, thank you for coming. And then she walked away. Chapter 14. The months after Aarav didn't fall apart. He rebuilt himself. He went to therapy. He opened up. He learned to communicate. He learned to love himself. He became the man she always believed he could be. And every evening, he walked past the airport road just to remember the night he almost lost everything. Chapter 15. The return 6 months later. At 4:17 p.m., his phone buzzed. A message from her. Aarav, I'm coming back. Gate 23. If you want to see me, come. He smiled. This time, he didn't. Run. He walked. Because some love stories don't end at airports. They begin there.